Alright guys, this is Jared from Triple D Farms. We're at Triple D Maple tonight making maple syrup. It's Tuesday, March 21st, 2023. Got a little freeze last night, then it got up to about 50 degrees this afternoon, so the sap started running pretty good. Had about 1,800 gallons or so of sap that tested about 1.6 in the sample that I took. That's pretty good for this time of year. Got the evaporator going. Getting ready to make a pretty good draw here, getting everything going. Been a pretty good season so far. We have made a little over 500 gallons of syrup to date, which is more than we made last year. If we get the weather, we could have a pretty good year towards our record. Our record was 800 and some gallons in 2021. The weather doesn't change too much on us the next week or so. We might have a chance of knocking that off as the highest producing year, so that would be good. Turn you around and give you a little look at everything. So here we go. We got the evaporator, got the Lapierre 3.5 by 14 foot Lapierre Volcano 2000, oil fired. Got our draw temperature. We're trying to dial that in a little bit. It's not quite what it was the other day. 216 what we got it set at. 215 what the syrup is at. You can see it's just drawn just a little bit. Had a little bit of foam up in the front pans to the beginning, but knocked it down a little bit with some defoamer. Not going to worry about that. We're going to take the pans off and clean them tonight for tomorrow. You can see the foam in the food pan. Not bad at all. There's a real good boil going on in there, so we're pretty happy with that. There's our water coming off our preheater, overflowing the bucket again. There's my one bucket that I overflowed tonight. I usually overflow a bucket every night. Got the reverse osmosis running. It's running just over 400 psi. Looks like about 11 gallons a minute on the permeate side, not quite 2 gallons a minute on the concentrate side, not bad at all. It says the sap is 51.5 degrees. This is all fresh sap. We're going to crank it up just a little bit. We'll go up to about 425, 450, just to crank it up just a little bit, take out a little bit more water. So when I see it running 51.4 for my temperature, that tells me that it's pretty much the fresh sap that's coming in right now. We caught up with what we had from yesterday, or earlier today, I should say. So you see almost went up to 12 on the permeate when I cranked it down a little bit, so that's good. And we'll see the bottom row back here. The bottom row of the barrels are all full. 40-gallon barrels. They're full of syrup from 2023. We got one up there. Here's our TV system. This is we're using a security system to surveil things. See there, you can see. This one is our releaser, our main releaser up in the shed. This is our releaser across the pipeline that's 375 feet away. Here's our big tank, our raw tank. You see it's almost empty. That's what the RO is feeding out of. And there's the RO tank. Got a couple more cameras we can hook up when we have a couple minutes to do it. But we're doing pretty good tonight. Looks like the syrup's going to darken up a little bit. Here's our samples. Right there in the middle, that's the lightest syrup I've ever made. And you see at the end there, the last one's a little bit dark. The last one was sap that sat sat in the evaporator for a couple days over Maple Weekend, which is this past weekend. So that's our update for right now. I might check back in a little bit. Alright guys, this is Jared for Triple D Farms, Triple D Maple today. It is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. So this is the end of the video. I had some issues trying to edit that video, so I didn't throw it up there. It was done like a week ago. So this is the last boil for us, April 2nd, 2023. We've been collecting sap all week and pretty much boiling like every other day. We've been getting very small sap runs, Sugar content is still actually pretty good. Last time I checked, it was 1.5, but we only been getting about 500 or so gallons of sap a day, and boiling it off, making some really nice dark syrup, but just not getting the amount of sap that we want. And last night, we had quite a bit of wind, so we have wind damage today. The vacuum actually turned on today, and it would only run about 10 inches of vacuum, so that tells me that we had some limbs come down, broke some things up. So we're not going to continue to run the vacuum. We're actually also in the process. We started pulling taps yesterday, and we're hoping to pull the taps under vacuum, but it looks like that's not going to be the case unless we can isolate that leak or find it. So we turn the pump off. We might turn it back on if we get the leak fixed, and just to pull taps under vacuum to get the sap all out of the lines, to try to get the lines to be without sap. It helps them be a little cleaner. We've never done it that way. We just going to try it this year since we had some help. It sounded like a good idea, but it might not work out. So we got the RO running right now. It's in there cranking away, and we are going to boil this off. We should make about 20 gallons of syrup, and hopefully once that gets all done, we're going to put some water in it and try to push out some more. That's the plan anyway. So thanks for checking in. Please like and subscribe this video for more updates and future videos to come in the very near future. Thanks. Have a great day.